right now I am, please excuse the way that I look, I don't even know, but right now I'm on my way to get my first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. I'm getting the Pfizer vaccine, and I'm getting it through my job. I actually meant to record this earlier, and I forgot, so now I'm doing it while I'm driving. But I am being safe, I promise. But okay, so I work for a school district where I live, and technically only teachers and I think substitute teachers and like staff that comes into contact with students, like bus drivers and like lunchroom staff, those kinds of people, those people were the only people eligible, and they had to be over 50 at first. And so that was that, and I was wondering if I would be able to get the vaccine, and I was interested in getting it. I did some research, and you know, it kind of sounds like every other vaccine that I've had to get in my lifetime. So
turn right onto North Highland Street.
So I decided that I was going to go through with going ahead and getting it. But I couldn't because I wasn't eligible. I don't have any real health risks, and I'm not over the age of 50, clearly. But then I found out that through my job was offering the vaccine at these large testing sites during these specific dates. And if you are an employee who is not over 50, but you want to volunteer at the testing site to help it run smoothly, you can get the vaccine because they're vaccinating all of the volunteers as long as they have enough resources to do so, which they pretty much have so far. So I signed up to volunteer, which I'm happy to volunteer and help everything go smoothly and help everyone get access to this vaccine that needs it. And then I will be able to get the vaccine after today. I am nervous, one, because I am afraid of syringes. I do not like syringes at all. I have a little mini panic attack every time I get any kind of shot or blood work.
North Highland Street.
Anytime I get any shot or have any blood work done, I have a little freak out session beforehand. So I am a little nervous, but I'm happy to get the vaccine. If it'll protect myself, and hopefully it'll protect others as well. I did have COVID-19 previously. I had it last year in 2020 in the summertime. Not quite sure where I got it from. Like, I'm not sure who had it that gave it to me or anything, but I did have it. And my experience with it wasn't necessarily like, you know, I got really sick or I didn't have to go to the hospital, was never on a ventilator or anything like that. But I wasn't quite sure.
1.4 miles. Turn left into the parking lot.
At the time, I really wasn't sure of what the symptoms were. I feel like it was still early enough in the process. I think I had it in July, and it was still early enough in the process of learning about COVID that it seemed like everything was a symptom, and I wasn't sure exactly what to look for. So what I think happened is that when I chart the timeline, when I got my results back that said, my test results back that said that I did test positive for COVID-19, I had experience. I looked up some of the symptoms after I got that diagnosis back, and I had experienced some of those symptoms, but they didn't all come.
Turn left into the parking lot.
But they didn't all come at the same time. So the main symptoms I remember, and this is going to get very personal and kind of gross, but I do remember I never had a fever, never once had a fever at all, and I had routinely checked my temperature, so I never had a fever. I remember being very tired for like 4 days straight. I just could not get it together, and it was over the weekend, and then I took one day off from work, but I was on my cycle at the same time, and I normally get tired during my cycle, so I thought it was just that. And then also during, like, maybe before that or after that, I do also remember having diarrhea and stomach issues, But also, that's something that you kind of experience, well, some people kind of experience when they're on their cycle. So again, I was attributing it to PMS, and so I wasn't alarmed by any of it, and I didn't necessarily feel otherwise sick. And then I developed a little bit of a cough, which worried me. And then and I had the cough right before I went to go get tested for COVID-19. And I went to go get tested for COVID-19 because my grandfather's birthday was coming up, and I wanted to be sure that I didn't have COVID-19 before going to visit him. So I went to go get tested. And I think 2 days after I got the test, and I got the PCR test where they stick the thing in your nose, I couldn't smell anything. And I think at that time I didn't know that that was a symptom of COVID. So all I knew was that I had something stuck in my nose one day, and then 2 days later I couldn't smell. Hi, I'm coming to volunteer.
You know where to go?
No.
Okay. We're gonna go
Hi,
straight.
dudes.
There's a parking lot up there.
Okay.
There. And then walk back down. You're gonna see a bunch of people with tents and everything.
Okay.
Say, hey, I'm a volunteer, and go from there.
Okay, thank you. So anyway, the loss of smell thing was the trigger that made me know that I was going to test, that my test results were going to come back positive, because I didn't have them back at that time yet. I just I had just taken the test, and I didn't have them back at the time, my results back. So I just went home and I quarantined until I got my results back, and they came back positive. But they also came back like mad late. Like they came back after the 14-day period of when you're supposed to be clear, and I didn't feel sick at all, felt fine, no symptoms. I had already experienced, I think, all the symptoms maybe a week prior to me even taking the test. So I took another test then, and like right after I got my results, I just took another test, and I was basically cleared, because the test had taken so long to come back that my body just cleared the virus. So with that said, I've had my experience with COVID-19. It was not nearly as dire as other people's, and I thank God for that. I'm still here. I'm still fine. But I have decided to go ahead and get the COVID-19 vaccine, and I'm going to do that today. I don't know if they will let me record actually getting the shot, and also, because I'm afraid of needles, I don't even know that I could. But I'm here at the testing site for my job. It's at a church. It's a drive up, so you drive up and you get you sign all these papers or whatever, you get the vaccine. But I probably won't even be able to get it until later. Right now I'm pulling up to sign in to volunteer. I'll probably try to get some of that footage of just like what we're doing, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. But after I get my first dose, I will let y'all know like how I feel, what kind of symptoms or side effects I experience, and I hope it's none, but we'll see. And then I'll follow up again after the second dose. But here we go, y'all. I'm gonna be vaccine shouting. Yes. Okay, so this is the the vaccine site. I'm walking up on it. There are a lot. The Department of Health is here. The Florida Department of Health is here. And some like emergency service workers, like police. I think there's people from the fire department here also volunteering. So yeah. Hold on, let me get closer. I gotta put my mask on too. They're getting the vaccine behind me. I'm helping with traffic. So, it's kind of slow right now, but we're waiting on people to get out of school. Alright, so it's a little after 1. I just got here. It's not really that crowded yet. I have on my safety vest because I will be helping to direct traffic. I've gotten some water, and they're also serving lunch. So I'm gonna sit down, eat a little, and wait for people to drive up. But yeah, this is the testing site. It's pretty dead right now, but teachers should be getting out of school around 2-ish. So it'll be a little second before it gets crowded. It's exciting. My earring just fell off. I'll update you guys again in a second. Okay, I've worked all day. It's about 5 o'clock, and now I'm being sent down to actually get my dosage of the vaccine. So here we go. I don't think they're gonna let me record it though.
On the body, it's going to be very taxing on the immune system itself, while it's already fighting to create antibodies. So we're going to inject them.
All right, I'm about to go into work. This is day 2. Well, the first day after I got the vaccine shot. No symptoms so far. I mean, no side effects really. My arm is sore. That's the only thing. But that pretty much happens every time I get a vaccine. Like, I've never had a vaccine where my arm wasn't sore right after. So, so far so good. I don't have any complaints. I will keep you updated. I look so crazy and tired. I'm gonna do my hair, okay? I'm gonna do my hair this weekend. All right, first of all, it is hot and my air conditioner is not giving what it was supposed to give. Second of all, I'm here, about to get my second COVID-19 vaccine shot. I got the Pfizer vaccine. I've already vlogged my first experience. Side effects weren't that bad. Didn't hurt at all. So we're gonna see what this second shot is hitting for. This is the one that I've heard in both Moderna and Pfizer that might cause you some discomfort or some actual COVID symptoms for like 24 hours. So I'm hoping that I do not experience that, but we shall see. I will update you soon. I meant to record while it was happening, but it happened so fast I totally forgot. But I did get the second one. Oops, it's a drive-up vaccination site, but that's my little band-aid. I have to sit here for 15 minutes to make sure that I don't have any kind of adverse reaction. So that's what I'm doing now. You have to time yourself and then you can leave when you're done. I was advised to take like some ibuprofen or something immediately after. So that's what I'm about to do, and I'm just gonna sit and wait. Good morning, beautiful people. It is about 8:45-ish in the morning. I fell asleep around maybe 9:45 last night. That second Pfizer shot did me in. Definitely was tired. I took Tino, my dog, to the dog park after the vaccines and stuff, and I started to get sleepy around 7-ish, and I still had to drive home. So I left the park and I came home, you know, did my night routine, watched a little TV, ate, and as soon as I ate, I was out. You know what I'm saying? So I almost slept for 12 hours. It was great. I feel amazing. I mean, my arm hurts a little still. Well, it hurts more than yesterday, actually. But that's all right. I'm just going to take some ibuprofen and be good with that. I had a little bit of a headache when I first woke up. I took some ibuprofen and drank some water. I feel good. I feel a little crusty since I just woke up, but I did brush my teeth. But yeah, other than that, I really feel fine. I don't feel bad at all. And the nurse that gave me the shot, she told me that in about 2 weeks or so I should be 95% immune. So something to know about this virus is that it does not make you 100% immune to catching coronavirus. And if you catch it, it just will be a super less severe version of it. Like, you more than likely won't have to go to the hospital. But so be careful. It's still advised that you still wear your mask even if you have the vaccine, which I was gonna do that anyway because that's just how I am. Ever since we had to start wearing masks, I realized that people are trifling and that being in big groups and breathing on people is kind of gross. So I fully intend to continue wearing my mask, especially on places like public transportation, planes, boats, concerts. When we start doing concerts again, I will have a matching mask for my outfits because I just won't be in a big crowd with people singing really loud and talking all over me and stuff. Probably clubs too, if I even still go to those. But yeah, so the goal is herd immunity, which means if a lot of people get the vaccine and are 95% immune, then we could knock this thing out and we won't keep passing it among each other, and then it'll go away. And that's what I want for my life. I don't want my children to be worried. I don't have any children. I'm not pregnant. But I don't want my future kids to be worrying about COVID-19. Like, that's just so crazy. And I hope that with the next pandemic, and I'm sure there will be another one, that we won't have to worry about this, that we'll be smarter, and that we will understand that in order for this to work the way that it should have, we should have been in the house longer. We should have had more government assistance so that people weren't without jobs. And we should have just really looked at what other countries were doing and followed suit. Like, lots of other countries have gotten rid of this a lot quicker than America has. And to everybody who's weirded out by the fact that you have to get this you're gonna have to have this COVID-19 vaccine to travel, sweetheart, you've always needed vaccines to travel. I just got a yellow fever vaccine to travel to Africa. There's a lot of vaccines you have to have in order to travel to certain countries. And if you are a public school student, you've had most of the vaccines, unless there's, you know, some disease or virus that is unique to a certain area. So yeah, like, this is not a new thing. I don't know why people are acting like it is. But I mean, if you don't want to get the vaccine, whatever, it's up to you. But don't act like you ain't never had to get no vaccines, because you have. But anyway, I'm thinking about ending this now because I really feel fine. I don't really have much else to say about it. But I think I might give it 1 or 2 more days just to make sure. I bit my tongue. Just to make sure I feel okay and I don't have anything else to report. But other than that, that's my vaccine experience. I am donezo. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all next time.